and I'm smoking on platinum. Got my eye on the prize so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back.
Yo, what it do? It's your boys Juice and Lou, and we back here with another episode for y'all. We got more of the basketball talks. Nothing really going on, or we got some stuff going on in the NBA, but we did promise you guys we're going to talk about Kawhi Leonard. He's about to be a free agent this coming off season, and he's interested in my team, Miami. So we're going to dive into it a little bit. We're going to see how it goes. Jay Lou, go ahead, take us in.
Yeah. So Kawhi has a player option coming up this off season. So that he's basically saying, we're gonna see how this season goes, and I will either decline y'all or stay with y'all. And right now they are third in the West, having a solid season. I actually like their new team, picking up Rondo, Batum, Ibaka. So they got a nice little squad. Terrence Mann's playing great this year. Reggie Jackson off the bench. They also just got DeMarcus Cousins, like we talked about. So their team's looking set for the playoffs. If they're healthy, I think they make a deep playoff run. I say they probably get to at least. I think for Kawhi, they probably want a ring, but their chances aren't that high right now. But for Kawhi to stay, in my opinion, they would have to get to at least the conference finals.
Right.
So that brings the question, though. Do we think Kawhi Leonard will leave the Clippers this offseason?
Yeah, for sure. Depends on the circumstances.
Okay.
As of right now, the third seed, they're looking like they're going to stay the third seed. So, well, there are about 2 losses behind second place. But looking at the end of the season, they're looking like they're about to play Trailblazers or the Mavericks. Both are winnable series, but that Trailblazers is an iffy because, Paul George, Paul George, Damian Lillard.
But they got playoff Rondo.
Playoff
He
Rondo.
strapped up Lillard.
I guess so. You can say strapped up, even though he was kind of hurt.
Talking about when he was on the Pelicans. When the Pelicans played the Blazers.
Nah, whatever. But, it all depends on the season plays out. As of right now, they're on a 3-game win streak. They won 9 of the last 11 games. Kawhi has been out as well. PG has been balling. If PG can carry this on into the playoffs and stay consistent, and it looks like they did. If they lose, it's looking like they're probably going to lose and not going to get to the finals, maybe. If they do, Kawhi will stay win or lose. If they lose, but in a good way, like if they go to the Western Conference Finals, or if they go, like if it makes it look like they were fighting, like they wanted it. If it's anything like last year in the bubble, blowing a 3-1 lead like that, and PG getting trashed, if it's anything like that, Kawhi's out of there. He's out of there for sure. And his first option would be Miami. Now we got an NBA agent. I'm gonna say this, and I quote. He said, one NBA agent spoke to NBA Analysis Network about Leonard's future and the possibility that he could leave the Clippers. He started that the Heat would intrigue Leonard on the open market. Kawhi could very well listen to pitches from other teams. That is something that he was considering. If that does end up being the case, he would be intrigued at the possibility of joining the Miami Heat. Joining forces with Jimmy and Bam Adebayo is something that he would absolutely have interest in. Just imagine. No, if we keep Victor Oladipo, if you want to win, you got to take a pay cut, boy. I know you want to get paid, but you got to take like a 1-2 year deal if you want to win. Because we got the money. We just paid Bam. We paid Jimmy. Everybody else is on small caps. Nah, that's not small caps. Doesn't have a lot of money. So we got, I think one more spot for a max contract player. And that's our Kawhi. So Just imagine it. Victor Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, and Bam Adebayo all in your starting lineup.
Good defense.
That's deep, man. Oh my gosh, that'd be a dream for me. But the possibility of it happening is really high. That's if they lose. If they lose, no doubt in my mind, Kawhi leaves. But if they win, Kawhi could probably pick up his option and stay. But if Kawhi does join the Heat it's going to be Heat Nets, and they're even, in my opinion. I say that if that happens, the Nets and the Heat are even in the Eastern Conference. That's going to be their conference. So,
Okay.
yep.
I agree with some things you said. I'm going to start with the Clippers. Like I said, he is 29, Kawhi, going to be on a player option. So he'll be 30 by next year if he accepts the player option, which I think he will do because for the money sense, I feel like since he's going to be 30, he's able to get one more max contract before he retires because max contract could be like 5 to 6 years. So by the time he's almost done, be like 35, 36, with good amount of money in his pockets. And I think that's the smart move to do. So I feel like he will pick up the player option, but I wouldn't be surprised, like you said, if they lose in like a bad fashion, like first round or in a disappointing second round. I wouldn't be surprised if he declines the player option and tests his waters in free agency. You brought up your Heat, of course. Now, looking at your team's book for salary cap, you said everybody is off the table. I mean, Gorn and Andre Iguodala had team options next year. If you want Kawhi, you would have to get rid of both of them.
Right.
Victor Oladipo, like you said, is going to want money. Your role players like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan, and Trevor Ariza and Balincha are all off the tables too next year. So your team, basically, you would have Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero, Precious, and that's about it right now for the off season. So you would be freeing up a lot of money. What is that? That's almost like 100. No, that's 50 something mil. Like you said, you can't get Kawhi Leonard with that much. So I don't think y'all will do that because I feel like y'all are gonna bring Duncan back. I feel like you're gonna bring Kendrick Nunn back. Now, Oladipo, that's a tricky one. That depends. Like I feel like you can't get Oladipo and Kawhi on the same team, in my opinion. So I feel like if Kawhi is available, of course you will try to get Kawhi over Oladipo. So Oladipo would be gone. All of your money would be booked there. Like I said, you got to pay Duncan, in my opinion, and Kendrick Nunn. And maybe y'all go after, if y'all want to win now, Kyle Lowry's going to be on the free agent table. Could go after him for 1 year. So, if y'all was to get Kyle Lowry, then Jimmy at the 2, I guess, Kawhi, you can have Iggy at the 4 or Trevor Ariza right now. And then Bam at the 5. That's not bad. You still have Hero and Kendrick Nunn off the bench with Duncan Robinson. That's a good playoff 8 right there. That's a good playoff 8. But I just don't think that will happen. Now, for the Clippers situation, you paid PG a lot of money. 39 mil next year. 2022 season, 42 mil. 2024 season, 48 mil.
Right.
Oh, man. He's 30 right now. So this is probably his last max contract. He'll be 30. He'll be 34 or 35 by the time his contract's up with the Clippers. And you don't have a lot of money within the Clippers because you got guys on a bunch of 2-year deals which go into next season with Kawhi's deal. So they basically in win now like they should be with Kawhi right now. Now, I think Kawhi will resign with the Clippers. Like I said, they're in win now mode. Why wouldn't y'all? But I do have an interesting team, though, if he doesn't. I feel like I feel like you don't go east because the Nets reign right now. They got Kyrie, Harden, and KD all under contract for at least 2 years. For at least 2 years. Then the Bucks, they got Giannis, Middleton, Drew Holiday, Lopez. They're a solid team. Giannis still there for 5 years. Then the Sixers are emerging. They're only going to get better. The Knicks, possibly, they could get a big free agent. I don't think Kawhi's going to go there. But that would be tough if he did. I know Stephen A. would be happy. But a team, so I think he'll stay out west. I think he'll stay out west. And the team I'm looking at is the Utah Jazz.
Oh my gosh.
Utah Jazz
Wow.
are in the negatives right now. But by next season, they will have an active cap of $82 million. And the salary cap is $112 million. So they'll have enough to sign a max contract player. Now, you already got Mitchell and Gobert under big contracts, of course. Signing Kawhi, putting him there, that's a lot of money between those three. I say they may look to move Gobert in the future. If they feel like he doesn't fit the team anymore. Because they were about to move him this year. But they signed him because they didn't know how Mitchell and Gobert's relationship would be. But they re-signed Gobert to that 200-something mil contract that I feel like they will regret.
Insane.
They will regret that in the future.
Real, man.
So if they're able to free up some space and then trade Gobert for some assets in at least 2 years, or if they just want to ruin, like, say, no more depth in Utah, they would have to lose out on, like, Mike Conley. He is getting older, so they would need a point guard. But Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi, and Gobert, that's a scary lineup, possibly. But like I said, I think Kawhi probably stay with the Clippers.
I see us not bringing back because Duncan Robinson he's looking like he's gonna want about $20 million a year, and I'm just looking at that like, chill. Like you great for our team, but $20 million a year, you're not a superstar, bro. Let's relax. Let's relax. But I feel like we'll try to negotiate something with Duncan to make something more reasonable. Goran, unless he takes a really, really, really cheap deal, we probably have to let him go. I'd like that if we'd go for Kyle Lowry. We would just have to. Our bench would just be oof. Like our starting lineup would be solid, but our bench would look like the Celtics last year. Like,
I mean, playoffs, you only really run 9 guys at most.
I mean, I don't know. We gonna see how it plays out. But back to a point that you said you don't think Victor Oladipo and Kawhi Leonard can play on the same team.
Nah, not with Jimmy Butler and Bam.
Why is that?
Not enough shooting.
Space
and pace.
Okay.
Kawhi can shoot. The other three,
Bam's developing. He's developing a little mid-range shot, shot.
That's not really his role in the team. To catch and shoot.
I don't know. Would I want us to bring Victor Oladipo back? Yeah. Will his health be a problem? Yeah. But it just all depends on how it is this year. He's out right now for us. It's been like 4 games since he's been out. So he should be coming back soon. And he's only 28 and he's dealing with injuries like this. So it really depends on how he plays when he comes back. If he doesn't play like how he should when he comes back, then it's most likely we're moving him. And I would like to get a Kyle Lowry, but yeah, that's about it though. I think my hopes as of right now, the Clippers would play the Trailblazers again. I do feel like it could be a good series,
Clippers in
but
5.
they could, yeah, it's looking like that too. Moving on, they'd probably go to what would the third seed play? Like
The one of the
the
second and 7.
second and seventh, and that'd be the Suns. It'd most likely be the Suns. That's tough.
Winnable.
Nah, I got the Suns in that. I got
Well,
the Suns in that one.
that's for another time.
That is for another time, though. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, turn the post notifications on so you know when we post again. And until next time, and share. Especially, it's a big part. But until next time, it's your boys Juice and Lou, and we out of here. Peace.
Yo, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you know when we post next. All right, peace.